traditional agriculture is carrying a lethal amount of risk. Between massive debt loads, wild price volatility, and supply chains that physically collapse under their own weight, the entire system is breaking. By the time a standard harvest makes the long-haul trip from a rural field to a city market, up to 30% of the crop is entirely lost to spoilage and transit damage. Founders Vihari Kanukolu and Sai Krishna looked at the hyper-crowded grid of Hyderabad and proposed a radical logistics solution: bypass the highway transit completely and build the farm directly inside the city center. But dragging agriculture into a major metropolitan zone instantly triggers a fatal new bottleneck. You trade transit waste for astronomical urban real estate costs and severe water scarcity. To survive inside the city limits, they had to engineer a completely soil-free infrastructure. They stripped out the dirt completely and deployed a proprietary nutrient film technique, a highly calibrated, towering vertical hydroponic system. This visualization shows the raw operational efficiency of that pivot. By recirculating their water supply, they cut utility consumption by 95%, while the vertical multi-tier stacking delivered 10 times the yield per square foot. Because they engineered controlled indoor microclimates, they completely divorced their crops from monsoon floods and summer droughts. The seasonal volatility vanishes, replaced by a perfectly flat, non-stop, 365-day harvesting schedule. UrbanKisaan successfully engineered an infrastructure that neutralized traditional land and water constraints. But achieving technical efficiency does not automatically translate into a business model that survives contact with the open market. The system quickly hit a massive hidden wall. Even though these greens were grown with precise pesticide-free technology, everyday retail consumers refused to pay a premium. To the average shopper, a hydroponic lettuce leaf looks identical to a cheap leaf from the local mandi. This chart tracks early cash reserves. With low organic demand, the company was forced into exorbitant direct-to-consumer digital marketing campaigns, burning heavy capital to acquire single retail buyers. When measured against the painfully low lifetime value of these buyers, the unit economics completely invert. Their own superior technology was actively draining their capital, strictly because they were forcing a premium product into the wrong tier of the consumer market. To stop the cash bleed, they executed a rigid survival maneuver, the B2B institutional anchor strategy. They immediately stopped chasing individual app users. Instead, they secured exclusive supply contracts with upscale modern retail chains, premium restaurant networks, and fast-growing quick commerce hubs. While traditional mandis subject farmers to wild daily price swings, corporate contracts gave UrbanKisaan a rock-solid revenue flatline. These buyers became an automated distribution layer, letting them offload massive payloads instantly at fixed margins without spending a single rupee on marketing. The raw agricultural technology is only a baseline. True operational scale requires an ironclad distribution architecture and strictly predictable unit economics. Their finalized spatial footprint took the shape of decentralized microhubs. They repurposed non-utilized urban spaces, rooftops, and small warehouses directly inside premium city grids into active production nodes. By sitting right next to their buyers, their carbon footprint dropped, and the logistical delivery time shrank to a maximum of 2 hours from harvest to the kitchen table. This highly calibrated setup locked in steady gross margins between 45 and 55%. You can only demand premium institutional pricing if your output delivers absolute reliability and identical properties in every single batch. Third, build long-term B2B supply locks. Fixed-price corporate contracts eliminate daily market dependencies and secure the highly predictable revenue necessary to scale. Now, a question for your own localized strategy. If you were launching a hydroponic setup in your city, would you push for a direct-to-consumer app model or immediately lock in stable B2B tie-ups? Drop your exact structural strategy in the comments below. And if you want the exact calculations required for this framework, go to our Instagram at biz_nako and comment the word idea4. Our automated system will direct message you the complete, highly detailed hydroponics business project report PDF so you can map out your own infrastructure.